Football originally started with mob football. This was a cruel and violent game which had unwritten rules and which took place on holidays and festivals. Mob football was not accepted by public schools because of the cruel nature of it. Boys would play it in their free time, and because the schools were non-local, boys from all around the country would go to the same one school, and their games would be put into a melting pot and rules created from that. Girls were generally not accepted as playing sport in public schools, therefore it was boys dominated. During the Industrial Revolution, new transport links were put in place and new equipment and facilities were brought in. The FA was set up during the 19th century, which meant codified rules, and therefore the equipment and facilities were there. The transport links meant that fans and players could travel all around England to play games. Regular play on Saturdays when there were half days, which meant 3 o'clock kickoffs, and it meant that they could support their team. Declining the report was introduced and rules were then completed from that. In the 19th century, the theory of becoming a Muslim Christian was adapted, which meant that, as well as athleticism, which meant that boys played the games with physical endeavour and social reform, which meant that the games were very sophisticated. This is basically how it became popular. More people would play because of the new rules, and it became sophisticated and regular, and it became a cult and a craze. The FA highly invested in football and participation, and there is a high media coverage in the UK. It's promoted all around on Sky and BT. Academies are now set up for youngsters to improve performance. As myself, I'm at the performance stage of the pyramid. Football is also now on the national curriculum for schools. In PE lessons, people play football. It's also sponsored highly, and the Golden Triangle has a huge influence on it, the media and obviously sponsors. Football has obviously kept growing in the UK, but it has grown even more rapidly in the MLS. In America, generally NFL is the main game, but as what they call soccer is massively grown. Football is the most popular sport in the UK, with around 7,000 clubs/team. It's the richest game in the whole world, and the Premiership is the richest in the UK. There's been new technology introduced recently with goal line technology, and it's meant that football has changed the way it's played. It means there's less cheating and stuff. But there's still a problem with drugs cheats. Colo Toure, for example, was banned for drugs. Generally, there's illegal drugs that are used, such as creatine and body fuels to improve their performance, but certain EPO drugs that affect them will be banned. And the problem is the racial abuse that happens in football as well now, and the homophobic abuse. For example, Brighton get a lot of abuse for being gay, which isn't the case. So that it's affected contemporary sport, and it has to be driven out.
You didn't tell me you finished.
Yeah.
Oh.